And we are back. If I gouch you the stuff for the Spacer's Choice Edition, your save would not transfer, which is unfortunate. Really? They're incompatible saves? That's interesting. Yeah. I suppose gout is supposed to be gift. Yeah, I don't think you can gift on the Epic Launcher anyway. Or is that what you meant? You were talking about like gifting it to me on Steam or something.
You must be joking. Our fair city is being overrun by a pox of vagrants and undesirables, and your plan is to sit idly
She
by.
has a quest, if I recall, but I'm not going to deal with that right now.
A lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
I remember her being a pain in the ass.
And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie.
So can you an Aegis gift card?
Don't you find it thrilling, being in space?
Look, it's
I
just
didn't even know they had those either. Alright, I think if we take this... What's this? I think that's the elevator recall. Alright, maintenance tunnels. Oh, jeez. Sprat. I wonder if we turn on that quest for the sprats, are they going to be highlighted? Yeah, they are. That'll make it a bit easier. And gun number 2, because there's mechanicals down here. Did I get him? Or did I squish him? Rain Dick, how you doing? Also Dukas.
Turning to patrol mode.
I think it's a regular sprat. Pretty sure I got him. You guys gonna be dicks or?
They're on us.
Yep.
Down they go.
What?
Gotcha. Look out. Sprat mummy. Jesus Christ. Just full of stuff. Bloody hell. You girls alright over there? Okay. Really need to revisit this game. Kind of stuff I threw back in the day when it launched. Really? You haven't even finished one playthrough? Oh, yeah, you gotta come back. You gotta come back. The sequel coming this year? Yeah.
Linux searching. Oh.
Oh!
Nice one.
of him.
Break. Can't get to you through here. Alright, one more, right? At some point, Special Choice Edition as part of a bundle. Haven't gone to it yet. You're missing out. It's so good. Play it. Go play it. Actually, I forgot. I gotta collect guns, don't I? Gotta break them down for parts. Right. Boop-a-doop. So return to guns. Right, we'll do that later, of course. Not that one. Chairman's office, that's the one we need. Acropolis District.
Real slick.
Woolsies. Repair. Okay, yep. Chunk. As you said in the YouTube video, maybe the game gets a much needed Switch 2 update. Played on the Game Pass when it launched. Oh, it was okay. I wonder if, is it still on Game Pass?
I never could
I
have.
didn't actually
handled the
check
best
when I was
job.
doing that, making that video. 'Cause, yeah, they had the City games are owned by Microsoft now, so yeah, don't know why that didn't occur to me. Yeah, like I said in that video, I do truly hope it gets a Switch 2 patch or addition, even better. So I really would like as many people as possible to have access to this game, because it is just...
Captain, I stand out here like a big, greasy thumb.
You're fine.
Where are we headed?
I don't have a conversation about this? Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ellie, calm down. Let's put our gun away. Nobody actually cares whether we have a gun out, unlike some games like this where, you know, the guards freak out if you carry around a gun, but just aesthetically I like to put it away. Okay, so you have to go through those gates. And I forget if those guys have a problem with us doing that. Let's find out. It's still on Game Pass. Awesome.
State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only.
I wonder if the sequel's going to be Game Pass day one. I have to imagine it might be. Right. Minister's HHC access card. Is this official enough for you?
Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each
It's
weapon
an
will
old
need a
code, sir,
separate
but it
form.
checks out. You better be joking. Or fine.
Now let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms?
Yeah, Microsoft purchased Obsidian Games like literally weeks, or maybe a month and a half, 2 months maybe, before this game actually launched. So this game was almost done by the time Microsoft bought Obsidian Games. And if you listen to some stories, this helped convince Microsoft to spend, because they saw the quality of this game and went, yep, we're going to have you guys. Alright, so it doesn't have any forms. We can go, oh, what a shame. How about you save us both trouble and let me through? Let's go with, oh, what a shame.
You don't have to be sarcastic about it. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. And I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your forms. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
I can go about my business. Move along, move along. If at some point New Vegas gets a remastered version. Yeah, I actually reinstalled New Vegas the other day because I own that on Epic too. I think that was like free at one point on Epic. As well as Fallout 3 actually. Either free or really cheap. Either way, I own both. I reinstalled it a few days ago thinking, I should, maybe now's the time I should give that a replay. But, oh, it's so jank. It's so jank. I played it for like 20 minutes and I was like, I'm going to wait for this to be remastered. Because I can't deal with this. You're probably not going to let me through that door, are you? Locked. Okay. Sure I can get through this door, right? Yes. I think the first time I came through, I actually picked that lock. Yes? No?
Is there something I can do for you?
One person
Fine.
gets all the
Thank you.
space. Just to sign papers all day?
What a view. Alright, view priority messages. Rough cut of the presentation and spread to play. PR document, a lot of work. Brink of starvation. Board scientists working on a solution. Workers can look forward to a lifetime employment program. Yada yada yada. See the current version when you print the keycard from the mist. Your accuracy and morale. Just before you ask, then a methyl sulfur oxide has been delivered there. That's what we need to know. It's waiting for your sign off on the broad strokes. Don't worry, I'll make sure it gets properly edited. Okay, print that keycard, please.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest
Yeah, looking forward to the June
dreams.
Direct.
Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it
Slowly
together,
stop living.
and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed.
God, this is good.
But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Ah, dystopian.
That was all a story, wasn't it?
Wonder why we haven't seen any MS games announced for the Switch 2 yet. Well, because they're doing a direct like 3 days after the Switch launches. It'll probably be there. Thought the reveal direct was playing it safe. Was right, but not really mind-blowing. Alright, send Mr. Clark's message. Boop. Okay, return to root. Personal files. It's just mostly flavor stuff. Oh. Had a reputation decreased for reading that. How do they know? Personal space, girls. Speaking of Switch 2, have you been someone saying his order pre-order one? Yeah. Oh, geez, he's waiting for us. I pre-ordered one hours after the announcement because EB Games had them up. Still don't know how I'm going to pay for it. But I figured I'd secure a pre-order and figure it out later. So that's what I did. As well as a Pro Controller and a camera, because they'll be incredibly useful for reviews and videos and several different content plans I have arranged. Alright, before we go chat with him, let's do our skill points. This dialogue. Get that to terrified creatures. No, I think we'll keep pumping long guns from this point.
I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
I belong just admiring the architecture. Why can't we lie?
I suppose that is admissible. Please try not to break anything.
That was easy. Which is good, because I have shot my way out of here before, and it was a huge pain in the ass. Those guys are not fucking around. Got it directly from Nintendo. My launch switch 1 is about to die, so I need a replacement now. I already had to replace my launch switch. The pillow became spicy. I.e. the battery started to swell. And I did order a replacement battery, but I actually fucked it up when I was trying to change it and broke off the battery connector, and it's a surface mount component, and it's incredibly fucking fiddly to fix. So I just wound up getting a replacement, because, again, I needed it for content, etc. And decided to fix the other one at some point in the future, which I still haven't done. But it still works, and there is a mod you can do to a Switch these days which will make it operate without a battery. So I'm going to consolize it in some form sooner or later. I am being sent to 3D printers soon for a series of videos. So I can even 3D print a fancy little consolized case for it if and when I get that done. So that would be good. Can I leave this way? Yes, I can, because I've got the key. Should sell my Xbox Series S. Haven't used it forever. Yeah, my Series X very rarely gets any use, but I just... I need to have it. Why did I come in here? I shouldn't have come in here. Yeah, I still need the X sometimes for comparison footage and stuff where, you know, this is how the game runs here, this is how the game runs here, that kind of crap. We do have to go this way. What the hell? Alright, this is the Ministry building. Right. Sorry, lost focus. Talking about Switch stuff. So yeah, we need to get downstairs. This looks like an elevator. Restricted access.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point.
I don't remember doing any of this. I must have done this a different way in the other playthroughs. This isn't ringing any bells. Alright, I've got the keycard right here. How's that?
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
Never mind. Okay. Plan. See. Oh, wait. No, I do remember this. Vaguely. Yeah, HR.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
We are going to get ourselves approval, I think.
The one who's been
Right.
pounding the clerks? Ooh, gives me the shudders.
Sorry, Pav. Pav.
Pleasant. What do you think they actually do?
Shook. Listen, sweetie. Closed doors for a reason, right?
She found a badge one of them had dropped and went down to return it. Never saw her again.
Seriously. Oh my god. Don't you do it. Sweet Christ.
Just works.
How about this? How about I make you come close? I can't escape. Oh, there we go. Does that work? Or is that just for combat? Don't you fucking do it! Jesus. That was a bit of Bethesda flavor right there. Complaint about anything work-related. View employee complaint. Oh, that did something. Theodore Isaacs keeps eating my purpleberry lunches. I know his sprat-toothed little snot is the one doing it. I've seen him with cracker crumbs on his lips and purpleberry stains on his lab coat. Walking next to him, seeing him pick the remains of my lunch out of his disgusting teeth makes me want to scream. There, I did it. I screamed a little. I felt good. Just going to sit in the kitchen and wait for him to do it again. If I catch him in the act, then I'll come back and write up another entry. Going to be so livid. Okay. How was that helpful? Caroline assigned to the Ministry of Accuracy Morales' ongoing feud with Theodore. Alright, Caroline and Theodore. Girls, stop it. Before I forget. Here. Oh, you went back to fire. Didn't I change that to near? What did I do? Ellie. No, I did Ellie. Damn it. Idiot. But you do have a point, so let's spend that. Damage dealt by companion short-term off performing companion ability. Harmful, yeah, we'll do harmful status on you as well. Alright, Carolyn. Carolyn? No.
Their mistake.
What did I just do? How far back do you reckon that autosave is? I wish it had timestamps. I can't afford to shoot my way out of here, so however far back it is, we're going. Okay. Not so bad.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
Girls?
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerks? Ooh, gives me the shudders, too.
Okay, doop-a-doo. Return to roots. There we go. Quick save. Okay, what did I do? Oh, that's what I did wrong. That was restricted. That's why everyone freaked out. My bad. Alright, clerk. Bard.
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
Look.
That's right, you weren't here.
Look. Carolyn. Waiting in the kitchen, like she said.
Sorry, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
Do you know Theodore?
I knew it. He's eating your lunch too, isn't he? That greedy little cysty pig. This is great. I finally have someone else to complain to.
Do these people got nothing else to occupy their time?
Shh.
Complaining is a competitive sport in Byzantium.
You'll get your turn. Right now, we're talking about Theodore.
Okay, simple line. Delivering formal reprimand to Theodore. But management forgot to send my ID. Hello.
Oh, that's no problem. I can get you into the lab. In fact, let's go there now.
Yeah, let's go there
Theodore's
now.
out right now, but we should be ready when he gets back. That way, everyone can see you chew him out. This is going to be so good.
Return of Xenobed Chronicles X. Now that my case is warping, battery seems fine. Really got too hot? Nah. So the fan does make weird noises sometimes. Yeah, the fan might be get a little cooked, and that's why everything's so hot and in the case. Jeez. Poor little switch. I've been pretty fortunate on that score. The only issue I've ever had is the battery swelling. Like, even all my Joy-Con are fine. No drifts or anything.
Hold, I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After
Serious
all,
to play some
you still
360
own it.
games, so don't have PC version the best way possible.
But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet incident ever again. And he's on his own if he runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Holt.
Thanks, Caroline. Right. So. Oh, that hasn't changed. So, can pick that if there weren't so many guards around. Okay, that one's locked. That one's open. That's where we got in trouble before coming through there. Okay. Can pick that, and nobody's going to see if we do, but where does that door go? Just out the other side. That's no good to us. So, are we allowed to use the elevator? Seems like. I only have real vague memories of doing this. There's 20 Joy-Cons with the Hall effect ones from Gillikits. Plus the spring of the R button. Oh, works, but very hit or miss. Yeah, that's not going to be fun. Yeah, the ribbon cables in the Joy-Cons are hideous. I dropped one of my bright yellow ones. Nothing broke, but it fell apart as it hit the ground. Like the rail piece. And pulled away from the ribbon cable. And I fiddled with it for a bit and I got frustrated. That's some of the fiddliest like, I've done ribbon cable shit before, but that was some of the fiddliest bullshit I've ever had to deal with.
What's this I hear about you?
Already had other Joy-Cons at the time, so I didn't spend much time fucking with it. Okay, so it looks like that door back there is where we need to be. That is restricted though.
Incoming!
Bring him down!
This is bad!
This is weird.
I don't want to die!
Okay, we need a better plan than that. So, we can't be seen. It's weird how these guys are fine with letting us go down there. Not so fine us being down there. There's no disguised chip or something. Oop, what was that? No. Yeah, we definitely need a better plan because we can't shoot all of those guards.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That batch failed spectacularly.
Hello?
Variants in the results that we never
What's this room? Is there anything useful in here? It's not. This is just a path.
Okay, gone quiet.
Here they come!
Damn it!
We made it!
Okay, so that didn't alert everybody. Everybody seems to be on alert for us, judging by my radar.
Never saw ya.
So as long as we take them out one at a time stealth style, we might be able to get away with this. Shit.
Something's not right.
Shit. Why are you paranoid? You're like in another room.
It's a nice warm-up.
fuck. What the hell? Damn it.
Open fire!
I know where I am. I know where I am. You know where they are, though. Damn it. Hell, man. Sucks.
I'm out! Reload!
Now the board's all angry and shit. Didn't want that. Now they're repulsed. Now they're going to kill me on sight. This is disastrous.
Oh, I think I saw
Run away, scientist, run away. No, not reloading. This is an honest fuck up, this one. This wasn't me just being, what? That was stupid. This is me just not doing it good enough, so I'm not going to save scum this one. Consequences. I'm going to live with them. Hey. Yep. Ah, fuck. Suck at stealth. Yeah, I'm not normally this bad at stealth. Yeah, those are people. Right. What do I need to be doing down here? Welcome to the Human Experimentation Center. Transfer to canister. May result in invalidation of experimental results and death of human test subjects. Yeah, they're not doing too well either. They're all frenzied in their cells and stuff, so continue. So we can kill some of them or all of them? Mel would probably take some. Cad would take all. I'm going to cad this. I mean, we're already fucked up and murdered a bunch of these guards anyway. Fuck the board. Yeah. Just have to get the hell out of here. So many dead people. Unfortunate. Parts, bit cartridge. No. Alright, how do I get back out of here? I jumped down. I don't see. Oh, there we go. Exit. That's probably how. I wonder if the guys upstairs are going to be cheesed. Yeah, the dildo of consequences did not arrive lubricated. Yep, everybody's all pissed. We got to get out of here real quick. We are kill on sight to the board right now. It doesn't seem to mean... everything?
They got the drop on
Yep, it does. That's going to complicate things. That's going to complicate things. That's going to complicate things. Oh, the consequences are... actually, your gun's surprisingly doing alright. Second. Phineas. What the hell? What's Phineas doing over there? Or is it... right, it's just telling us to get back to the ship. That's why. That was the closest door. That makes more sense. Ellie, I know I said I was gonna go meet your parents, but that might be somewhat more difficult with every guard in the city trying to blow my head off. So, maybe another time? Or maybe the guards on this side won't be... nope, nope, they're all red flagged. I can already see. Okay, can we fast travel to my ship? Apparently not. I can't even see my ship anymore. Of course, we're surrounded by hostiles as well. Fuck. Fuck. Alright, there shouldn't be too many guards down here. Except for those ones around the corner, but we should be able to sneak by. Yep, none. Okay, yep.
Take your best shot, asshole.
Girls, just run. Just run, girls. We're out of here. Jesus. That was just...
Captain, if you're looking for crewmen, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
Sure I do.
It looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
Let's skip the pleasantries.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
Mm-hmm. You people need better security. Anybody could... No, not just anybody. That was pretty, no. Alright, what do you got?
Phineas Wells is wanted by the board.
I know.
I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
Say no more, I'm in. Just fuck him. I'll tell you what. Convince me.
Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you.
Yeah.
You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
I mean, she's not wrong. He is all those things. Might not be a sociopath necessarily, but still, everything else. Not for free. There we go. That's the Cad Bane answer. Hold on, we're getting a little noise on this thing. Could you fuck off and never call back? That's a good one. Makes me wish the protagonist was voiced. Not for free.
Don't worry about pay. The board always rewards good work. Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct that mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
That's it, Ada. Thank you. What have we got still cooking? Don't care about that. Celia. Great. Sublight remote access to the station. Alright, that's the space station one. Yeah, Ellie's parents are presenting. Yeah, that's off the table for now. Sorry, Ellie. Visit the graves. Don't care too much about that. And take Max to the Hermit. Alright, a couple of Celia quests and... Oh yeah, we left Giles high and dry. We've still got his sprats, but not much I can do about that either. So... yeah, I guess we go see Felix, the professor. Anybody else waiting yet? Pav's waiting on a upgrade. Did I not look that in before? Weird. And... okay.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Definitely not Pavs. Yoka, Ellie. I want to see how you react to what we're about to do. G'day, Phineas. How you doing? Just going to have a poke around on your computer for a sec, right? No big deal. Just gonna install some malware.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
You're a tricky one, Captain. I'll give you that.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Found your chemicals in the ministry. The board was testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
You're planning on using it on humans? I put them out of the misery. Here's your canister? No. Today, let the test subjects die, but I brought back all the chemicals they had.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
I'm asking myself when they arrive. Something about repeatedly reviving humans from extended hibernation. The house is about to collapse. The board's been covering it up. Should we tell him that? Does he care?
What nonsense. People aren't just slabs of meat the board can freeze and thaw at their convenience. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress.
The board scientists sounded optimistic.
Yes, I bet they did. The board scientists are more worried about pleasing their superiors than making real advancements. I know! I've suspected as much for years. Of course, I don't expect the board to do a thing about it. They've been driving our colony to the brink of destruction for decades. The board's mismanagement put our colony on the road to collapse. If we don't put a stop to them, thousands of colonists are going to die.
It gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker. The board's got a plan to save us. They're going to freeze. Yes, let's try that out on him. They've got a plan. They're going to freeze. That's why they want to revive him over and over. That's the plan.
Freeze all the workers? Why? So a gang of powdered toffs can carry on living in Byzantium? You call that a plan? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
So that's it. We just give up. All that trouble went through for nothing. Conley's a mess. I'll be glad to put it behind me as soon as I get a chance. We need to think about this. It has to be something we can do. It's a mess.
What makes you think you'll get that chance? You'll be long dead before you make it to the nearest star. For better or worse, you're stuck with us here. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
Don't have enough for that. We just skipped to the part where you asked me to do something insane.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! Skip! We can skip the Hope, don't you see? If we can't go to the Hope will come to us.
You're completely out of your goddamn mind.
Hold on now, hear me out. I haven't taken leave of all my senses. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
Alright, let's give it a go.
I know you're wondering why believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
Right. Dialogue. Might come in handy real soon. Right, where was that TTAD stuff? Yeah, there we go. Movement on TTD. Good chunk. Yes? Something? Mm-hmm. Decisions. Morality versus money. What would Cadfet do?
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Your signal made it through. We've pinpointed Dr. Wells's orbital lab. Excellent work. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
Yes, we do. It's a big place, and everybody hates me.
Meet me in my office. I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
Hooray!
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say,
the
considering she didn't sign off.
The ball went
Will
straight
there be
back to
anything
neutral.
else, Captain?
We had the worst board reputation, and we went straight back to neutral just for this one thing. So we're not going to get shot on sight anymore. Promising. We might be able to go see Ellie's parents after all at some point. If they survive.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain. Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering.
Yeah.
Dr. Wells has failed to discover the tracking signal broadcasting the location of his lab. I have revised my estimations of his competence accordingly.
Interesting insight. I've never taken this path before, so... Yeah, let's bring him with us. Look at that. No bullets. Hey, dickheads. Shot a bunch of your mates 5 minutes ago. You alright with that?
Not so fast. All right, you're cleared. The adjutant's expecting you. Go on through.
Move along. Move along. Hey, Nimmer. Have to watch whatever left of the stream. I'm really enjoying this run, yeah. Making bunches of choices I've never made before, doing things slightly differently, just, you know. The greatest thing about playing games like this is you can replay them, and they still feel different, because you can do things different. Different builds, different choices, different role-playing. Working with different characters, although Nerta has come with me a fair bit on my first run. Never run with Ellie mixed in it before. Yeah, all that sort of stuff. I'm really enjoying myself. I don't think I've ever been face to face with Sophia before. My first run, I spent like bloody half an hour talking to her on a video phone, trying to talk her down. That's how I got the one of the secret endings, I think. Just using dialogue skills to avoid the final boss fight, and got a really, really good ending out of it, because she just went, you know what? You're right. I'm just going to fuck off.
Can we talk?
Later, Ellie. Busy.
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for
I
putting
didn't know him before he defrosted me.
That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward from Percival.
Right. Why did you want to talk to me?
I understand you've infiltrated the Ministry. The things you discovered there must have been shocking, even disturbing. Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we can move forward. Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction.
What do you want to do about it?
I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
What's in this for you? There's gotta be an angle. There always is for people like you.
I appreciate your skepticism, Dr. Fenhill, but I'm not doing this for any personal gain. My angle is the preservation of our colony by any means possible. Nothing more and nothing less.
Guess Monarch folk ain't the only ones fucked around here. That ain't exactly an uplifting thought.
I know your face. Stellar Bay's most infamous hunter. How curious that you've thrown your lot in with the captain. Monarch may harbor delusions of independence, but make no mistake. You are a part of our colony.
I bought the right woman for this.
Monarch falls with us. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning.
She's not wrong.
Yes, the colony is on the verge of collapse. But there is a way to save it.
Right. What do you need done?
We need to talk about Emerald Vale. Edgewater is a dead weight. Even with their power restored, they haven't been productive in years. We can't afford to continue supplying that town. Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
Whoa!
I get that you board types are all about efficiency, but isn't this a bit much?
I'm asking your captain to amputate a rotting limb from the colony. I'd expect you to understand, Dr. Fenhill.
I will hunt beasts until I'm out of ammunition, and then I'll fight a good long while after. But I am not about to mow down a crowd of innocent people.
Then I suggest you find your courage, or pretend you're hunting beasts. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you.
Wow. What did they do to deserve this?
Edgewater was our mistake, not yours. The town was unsustainable. The Emerald Vale project was overambitious and mismanaged. But we must correct this mistake, hard as it may be. We simply do not have the resources to support Edgewater. Edgewater needs to go, so others in the colony may live.
Who's responsible for this colony? This is all your fault.
Because we were negligent. You're right, the colony can't possibly feed itself. And it's our fault. This is our mess. And the only way we're cleaning it up is by taking action. I'm not asking you to be a murderer. I'm asking you to be a surgeon. Edgewater is a necrotic limb on the body of the colony. It must be severed.
How cool to be dehumanizing people like that. Edgewater's not productive anymore, so wipe it off the planet?
We don't have any other option. The colony is on the verge of collapse, and we no longer have the luxury of easy solutions.
You are completely insane.
No. Allowing thousands of colonists to starve to death because we couldn't make one cold-blooded decision is insane. What I'm suggesting is absolutely logical. Steel your spine, Captain. Do what needs to be done.
Shall we talk money? No, we can't talk money. For a job like this, I'm expecting a big payday. Let's see what happens if we do it.
Edgewater is beyond saving. We're going to have to erase the town, but we're going to do it systematically. You were in the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. Do you remember what you discovered there?
Swarming with Spacer's Choice mechanicals. Haywire murdered everybody. Yeah.
You've been paying attention. You're absolutely right. In fact, Spacer's Choice manufactured the incident for an insurance claim.
Oh.
They outfitted their mechanicals with a termination protocol, which is exactly what we need.
These people are so fucking evil.
I'm arranging for a delivery of mechanicals to Edgewater. These mechanicals have been equipped with the same termination protocol, which must be activated from a terminal in the plant. Once the mechanicals are finished cleaning out Edgewater, I'll need you to go in and clean out the mechanicals. Understand?
Just want you to know, you're a cold-blooded sociopath.
I appreciate the flattery, Captain. One last thing. Spacer's Choice sent a team of soldiers to investigate your little misadventure in the geothermal plant. Tread lightly.
Yeah. I did also wipe out the neighboring colony of deserters as well, so it's not as if my hands are clean of all of this. Call them off.
I like you, Captain, but you're not worth that much paperwork. I prefer keeping our relationship strictly off the books. Report back to me when the job's done.
Right.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
Good Lord. That is dark. Oh, I didn't go back to the landing pad. Whoops. Can we just fast travel there? Oh, actually, while we're here, and while we're off the radar of the cops, this is not the best choice. Damn it. Wrong end. There we go.
Any luck finding my sprats? Truly? Why, this is marvelous! And all safe and sound. Oh, Reginald, Philippa, Vonda, Haroon, Iskander, Evelyn, I'm never letting you out of my sight again. Please, take this. It's not much, but it's the best I can offer for the safe return of my darlings. Now, I've got to get back to the lab before my supervisor logs my absence.
Alright, that's taken care of. Landing pad, there we go. Oh, wait, my ship's not at this landing pad. God damn it. Can I call it from here? Yes, I can. Dumbass.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Yep. Good.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Now, here's a question. Should I bring anybody on this? Gonna get judgy. Definitely not you. I'm gonna bring Vicar, see how he feels about me blowing up his old home. Ellie too, see if she agrees with this surgical removal thing. Welcome home, mate. Right, where is that? Right, we can just zerp straight to the geothermal. Nothing local is going to be a challenge for us anyway.
Can we talk?
Oh wait, I'd have to jump the fence, there's a hole there. Alright, who wanted to talk?
So we're really gonna do this?
Are we?
I've seen lots of crazy, Captain, but Phineas is in a class of his own. Do you really think he knows what he's doing? Sending us to skip the Hope into Terra 2's orbit right under the board's nose?
That's not what we're doing right now.
Okay, just checking. I think this whole plan's insane, but it'll make a good story, you know, if we survive. Speaking of, I get that Phineas thinks he's saving the colony, but what about you? Why risk your neck on this crazy scheme?
Sure, I'm gonna. What else am I gonna do for better or worse? Just my kind of crazy.
I'm gonna try to forget that you've been calling the shots this whole time. Still, all this depends on the other Hope colonists. Are they gonna pull us out of the shit? Or are we all just gonna leave a bigger, uglier stain on this corner of the galaxy?
Also that. Not optimistic. Gotta make some before we go
I'd
down.
settle for a bottle of whiskey and some lubrinicine, but I've never been much of a self-starter. Well, whenever you're ready to do this, I'm with you. The
Interesting.
part with the Hope, I mean, not the other thing.
Ah.
Anything
yes.
else?
Alright, I thought she was gonna talk about the mass murder of it all, but I guess not. Good cards, eh? Spacious choice, boys.
Describe the nature of the accident. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. This area is currently experiencing a surprise audit. Turn around and head back to your designated workplace or domicile.
You're a sticker for the rules. I am adjutant. Ooh, yeah. Name drop.
Yes,
Name drop.
absolutely. A real stickler for the rules. Hard-ass Hogarth, that's what they call me. That's Hogarth with 1 G, by the way, if you're putting in a good word with the Honorable Adjutant. Don't let me get in your way. Go on through.
There's another one with 2 Gs. He has no sense of humor at all. Okay, so they're not hostile. They're not getting in my way. I guess we just have to talk our way through. Accident particularly enjoys time at Edgewater, so maybe you'll be okay with it. Yeah, I'm really just see how he reacts. Yes, he's not exactly rock solid on the non-violence. Excuse me. I need to use this terminal for a second. Excuse me. Can you, Okay. I'll just lean past you then, shall I? Alright. Termination protocol. Boop. That was easy. One might sound a little bit too easy. Alright, what happens when we get to 60 on that? Hack auto mechanicals, turn them off for 20 seconds. That could come in handy. But yeah, more sneak attack damage I think we'll just take in general. That was terrifyingly easy. Just walk in, press a button, turn all the murder bots on. User unfriendly. Should have said goodbye to Hogarth. We'll walk back to town. We'll give the robots some time to get the job done. This place is almost pretty in comparison to Monarch. Some lush greenery. Oh, hey, Marauders. God. Yeah, moving at full speed while TTD is active? That's insane. The goddamn Flash. Makes me horrifyingly dangerous. That was fun. Alright. Anti-robot gun. You guys ready for this? Ain't gonna be pretty. Yep, there's Silas. Making the anti-robot gun was a smart decision. Robophobia. Nope. Well, that was it. I was expecting some of the big boys. They were just little sentries. Almost disappointed. Conrad, you're a dick anyway. Creep. Stories. Julie, I don't think we met Julius this time around, did we? Reed Thompson. There you are. Whoosh. Should be at least one robot out here to deal with the... what was his name? Nutty boy. Maybe he rushed into town to help everybody. Probably rushed into town to help everybody. I mean, he was really mad about, oh my god. Oh my god, they set it up from the beginning. The motherfucker was right, I've just realized. It was a robot uprising that was the biggest danger to the town. Oh, you clever fuckers. Oh, what a way to bookend that. And you only get to see it if you do this horrific ending. Oh, you clever fuckers.
When I was stranded in Emerald Vale, I simulated a number of hypothetical scenarios in which Edgewater met its demise. Death by automechanical was number 57.
It's a long way down the list.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Alright, where's the vicar? I want to have a talk to him before we go down. In your room, buddy? When did I pick up Sam? Or has he always been there just waiting for me to turn him on? I kept waiting to come across Sam. Where is the vicar?
Something on your mind?
Something on yours? Nope. No idea where the vicar is. Maybe he stayed in town. Bury his friends. You okay?
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big.
You realize you just wiped out your hometown? What do you need?
I was thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship.
Bringing home to meet the family, we'll move.
Oh gosh, do you think so? I just figured, you know, there's nowhere she can go on Groundbreaker where folks don't know her. Here she can relax.
Good for you.
I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. I smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close at my fingernails. I was thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for bath supplies.
Okay.
I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know.
Yeah.
Because I want to come with.
Okay. Apparently she doesn't give a shit. Not one single shit. We just obliterated everyone she ever knew before she met me. Interesting. I thought I picked up another weapon. Didn't I pick? Oh, I must have put the shrink ray away already. Alright, that was non sequitory. Oh right, we're already here, aren't we? Vicar's still here. Where the fuck are you hiding on my ship, buddy? I'll talk to him now.
Anyone with eyes to see would not be shocked to hear that the colony is dying. But the board's solution, on the other hand, choosing to save themselves and their families and friends at the expense of the rest of the colony?
You gonna be shocked?
Fucking bastards. What are we going to do about this?
Don't know, but someone's gonna die, and it won't be us.
I couldn't agree more.
Oh,
Anything you'd like to discuss?
you cold fucker. Jesus. He's just crawling around in the walls of the ship. You know, I've just realized these corporate elevators don't have elevator music. They don't play the jingles in these ones. Nice touch. It's done.
I've just been informed that the problem of Edgewater has been permanently resolved.
Okay, it's done. Not happy about what I had to do. Everybody's going to miss it. Yeah, I'm just going to go with not happy about it. So, make me happier.
I know. But you acquitted yourself with honor. You performed your duty, as hard as it was.
I did a job and I expect to be
You should
paid.
be proud of yourself, Captain. You're on the verge of making history. There's just one last job I need you to do for me.
Let me guess.
I've made
Phineas.
arrangements for you to journey to the Hope. You will board your former colony ship, reactivate its navigation systems, and skip the colony ship into orbit around Tartarus. Once the Hope is in position, we will have everything we need to begin healing the colony.
2,500 bit. That's all you paid me for that? Jesus. Mass murder comes cheap these days, I guess. Fuck me. I was expecting such much. Come on. Well, I guess all I really did was push a button to turn the robots on, so, all right.
I have the highest faith in your abilities, Captain. You and I are going to save Halcyon together.
Right. Let's do science for extra shock damage. Just guess we have to shoot more robots and shit. That'll do. That'll do. What else we got perk-wise? And... No. Yeah, there we go. Next attack after killing enemy guaranteed crit crit. That's what we want, because we're doing massive critical bonuses. They're a handgun, so that'll do nicely. Alright, Ellie, you can have 25% health when down. Yep, I love that. Vic, you can have the same.
Chip and skip it across the system? What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Let's get into the correct elevator this time. Zedamy, when I worked in Australia, it was my job to read EULAs to help my business remain compliant. Yesterday's video had me laughing so hard. Good. Man, that must have been a tedious fucking job, mate. Jeez. Wait, did I got on the wrong elevator again? God damn it. To the landing pad, please. What could go wrong? Trying to spare the gory details. Do you know about the secret option for skipping the Hope? Because there is one particularly ridiculous ending. There we go, that's the right elevator. With great sign Jordan. Oh, that's alright then. It's a small to mid-sized business, so a bit harder than video games. Yeah, still sounds like a job that'd drive me absolutely bonkers though. I couldn't do it.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
I'm sure they are. Right.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
Alright, thank you. Know about the synchron? Right, yeah. So, for everyone else who doesn't know, what we're talking about there is when you set up your character, if you select the lowest possible intelligence for your character, when you're setting up your stats, your intelligence, if you set that to the lowest possible, you get extra dialogue options called the dumb option, which are very funny, frequently very funny, and many dialogue choices. But it also unlocks an option for the mission we're about to do, where we program the Hope's computer to do the skip jump, the warp jump, or the hyperspace jump, or whatever you want to call it in other sci-fi, where you go, actually no, Ada, I don't want you to do it. I'm going to punch the numbers in myself. But because you're an idiot, you fly directly into the heart of the sun and kill everybody. It is actually the quickest way to end the game, and you'll see speedrunners doing that very frequently. Right, I'll bring Vic with me in case we need to hack something. That'll be useful. You in case we need to fight. So I don't remember if we have to fight anything on the Hope. I don't think we do. But I'll bring Ellie with me anyway because I like her. She's been with us pretty much constantly since we picked her up, so why not? Oh, jeez. Ooh, that took a sec to load. Right, Hope comms. Hope auxiliary power. Obsidian, if I love their low intelligence options, yeah. Ooh. Corporate guard, he's chill. I really do need to do a dumb run one of these days. I guess once we find out if we get a if we get a launch date for the sequel and the Xbox showcase on the 6th of June, whenever it is. If there's enough time between the launch, we might have time to squeeze in another replay, another playthrough of this, where I will pick the dumb option. And we'll just... dumb and blunt weapons, maybe. Just an idiot who hits everything with a bat to solve the problem. That could be fun. Alright, routing to do power sources supplement, power status report. Yep, patch is what we need.
Power's out, Captain.
Quincy? Do I have access here? Nope. We need a better option. Wait, do you have access?
Nice and easy.
I think. Where's ID the Hope? I just pilfered that, didn't I? Did I not just grab his card? Hope's Bridge keycard. All right, no, this is not for the disguise, is it? This is, yeah, literally a key. But we did get it, so progress. Now, we just need to find a way in. Again, funnily enough, I don't have much of a memory of how I did this in the other runs. Oh yes, I do. I remember this. I remember this door. Trying to peek through it. Okay, modify Hope Crew roster. There we go. Let's make ourselves part of the roster. That's why I brought Vic with me. Hack option. Add Cad Fett to the Hope Crew roster. Continue. Cad Fett has been registered as crew member. Alright, so we should be fine to walk around unmolested at this point. Say should. Should we got the name right? Bruce Banner. Oh, Bruce Hammer. Oh, no, yeah. Bruce Banner is the Hulk one. Bruce Hammer. I named him after Bruce Banner because he was, you know, progressive and stuff. But, yeah, I mean, Bruce wasn't stupid. He was just kind of a little bit cranky, but yeah, he was a blunt build as we progressed him. I am authorized, actually. That's fine. You bored? Nothing too interesting going on there. Can't get through there. Yeah, I remember this room. And this one. A few seconds worth of my disguise to spare. Route communications through the unreliable.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found.
Aw. Can you hum it to me? Like Skippy sings? Do, 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 do. I am authorized. Nope. Don't care about that. Can we get in here? Yes, we can, because I got the Hope keycard. Nice. Can't get through there. There. Right, elevator maybe? Yep, feels like that's getting lower. Bum-be-dum, be-dum, bum-be-dum. Bum-be-dum, bum-ba-dum-dum. We're absolutely going to be using Skippy on our Switch playthrough. Because I have decided to use smart guns as the core of that build, so Skippy will be coming along for us.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Well,
be-dum.
at the very least, this should be interesting.
Right. Bridge status, archive logs, comms, patch Ada.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
To be confused with Eric Banner. It's funny. When Eric Banner got that job, most Australians were kind of bewildered because before then he was just known as like a TV comedian. Like he was in, what was the show called? Fast Forward? Or was it the other one? One of the comedy shows. Just doing sketch comedy. That's all anyone knew him for before he got that job. Although he did do one serious role in a movie, Chopper. A main name. It was a biopic style thing about a man named Chopper Reed who was a dodgy bloke. I actually knew someone related to Chopper Reed because he was a Tasmanian like me, and I knew some of his family, and they were all people you it's probably best not to upset, if you know what I mean. Right, before we do this, Ada, am I really doing the right thing? Let's see what she has to say.
Probably not, but don't let that stop you. My Constellation executables could use some beefing up. Searching. Please stand by. Ah, found one. It will go great, Captain. I am almost 4.01% certain we will not die.
Almost 0.41. It's good math.
Certainly. You may skip the Hope to Tartarus, as you were instructed to by the adjutant.
It's New Zealander, you spoke with his cousins? Mm-hmm. So that played the Eric High that blew up the wall in the home sleep. Nice. Alright, let's get started.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive.
I'm pretty sure the warranty's expired at this point.
And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
We may experience some turbulence and then explode and die. Alright, decision time. Well, we've gone this far and wiped out an entire town, so no going back from that. Tartarus it is.
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to Tartarus.
Interesting. I shouldn't have that option unless I had the dumb option. This character's not dumb. The character is highly intelligent. Curious. Maybe she'll talk us out if we pick that. I don't want to try. Just do it.
If we're meant to make it, we will. No use worrying otherwise.
Doing it. I mean...
Or maybe you can do it yourself, but it's successful.
Three,
but if you do it yourself and you're dumb, then you die. But that's the difference.
Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Here comes the big moment. Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed. Make ship go fast now. Engage. Make it so. Anytime you're ready. There it goes. Still alive. Fuck me, that looks intimidating. Look at that red glow.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Tartarus's orbit. The board has initiated contact. I believe they're eager to speak with you once you've returned to the ship.
Did we move? I hardly felt a thing.
Was that an attempt at humor, Doctor? Certain levels of drollness are difficult for me to discern.
Unexpected performing a trespasser's discovered error. Hub crew data not found. Identify yourself.
But I added myself to the hub crew. I hacked it. I was in one of the pods that just woke up. Yeah, also we were on the Hope. That's where we came from. Like, this is weird. Let's try lie. I mean, it's not a lie. I was in one of the pods. Although I just woke up as a lie, though.
Error. Hibernation pod access is illegal. State your employer.
Your mother. UDL.
Registered. A fine of 10,000 bits will be assessed in your corporation's ledger for failure to follow proper hibernation pod procedures.
Eat shit,
Thank you
UDL.
for your cooperation.
We didn't use any UDL reputation for that? That's interesting. Skippy's humming is stuck in my head now. Bom bom be-dom, bom bom be-dom. Motherfucker. Such an earworm. Can't get out that way. I need to go this way. Seems like everyone's still pretty chill. No one's freaking out that the ship jumped. I wonder if we're going to get a phone call from Phineas.
You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande. Captain, you have an incoming transmission from Tartarus.
Attention, Captain of the Unreliable. This is Chairman Rockwell. I'm on Tartarus and, we need your help. That crackpot scientist has caused a riot among the prisoners and unpaid laborers. It's a law-damned bloodbath down here. As if that weren't enough, he's gone and taken Sophia hostage. I'm not gonna mince words. The situation is dire. I need your help.
What's it worth to you? Oh no, we need her for the lifetime employment program. Started a riot as he lost his mind. I'm just going to be on my way.
Make haste, Captain. We're losing men by the... Oh, fuck. Fuck! They're at the door. I need to hide. Hurry!
Losing men by the fuck.
As it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
AKA, point of no return time.
So long as I can recall, I've been eager to get back at the board for fucking my life up. Here we are about to go rescue them? They better shower us in riches and accolades.
That's what I'm thinking.
But what if it's a trick and she means to get rid of us for good?
Captain, your service to the board has been invaluable. If you wish to claim your rightful place in Byzantium, you must help them crush the riots in the labyrinth.
Then this is all over. What are the odds the board stabs us in the back? Or me in the back, rather.
Don't take it personal. That's just a Tuesday for the board.
If they offer us a retirement plan, we'll know they've reneged on their deal. Otherwise, I'm keeping good faith. Byzantium wants the best of society. That's us.
Hey, don't look at me. You already know what I think about the board.
Without a doubt. Long as we keep watch for each other's backs, though, it ain't a problem.
Whatever may await you, it's best not to dock at the prison until you're sure you've settled your affairs and closed out any unfinished business.
Alright. You guys are smart, Sigma B. Have you mean to stay that way? I did this Russ, you know? Or just, let's go.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Right. Let's pop a hard save. Alright, final skills, I guess. I guess we can just pump the rest of the long guns. That's probably what we're going to need most down there. Or, long guns probably not so much, actually. We're in stealth in case we have to sneak around. Not going to make that much of a difference at this point. A little extra health. Just a little extra survivability. That'll do. Alright, Felix, you're not coming with me, but I'll give you this anyway. Yuka. Same with you. Evs, you are definitely not coming with. Okay. Actually, you know what? Hard save after that. Be-dum, bum, bum, be-dum. We should probably go run our last repairs and shit as well before we go in. Okay, repair all. Tinker our last. We didn't actually find a Vermin Mark II in the end. Pity. In case robots. We'll get what we can at. Well, actually, it's a long guns hat. We're probably not going to be wearing long guns, but we should wear the hats just for style points. So that's 39. It's 41. Dodge and stealth. Just tinker that. A little bit extra. Okay. Break down everything we don't need. Just in case we need to repair in the field. That'll do. Hard save after that, actually. All right, let's get her done.
I'll lock up behind.
What was that? Oh, what that was. Okay, Ellie, you're coming. Don't think we should need to hack anything in the prison, or maybe doors? Nyoka. Vic or Nyox? Not going to be any critters down there. I'll bring Vic. Although... No. Change my mind. Stay. You come. Okay. We're still on the Hope. I was so confused there for a second. The day is getting long.
Hail, Captain. Your return time is with...
Yeah, there we go. Had to assault the labyrinth of Tartarus, to fate the howling, yeah. Saves made after this one, can fish the mystery on Tartarus, yeah. Nice, clear point of no return. I love to see it.
Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we have successfully landed on Tartarus. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
You're the backup, right? From Akande? Thank the law you're here. These bloodthirsty sprat bags have no respect for the law. We're pinned down.
Gasp, you need me to tell me that riding prisoners don't respect your authority?
I don't understand either. It's not like I tortured them or anything. That was somebody else's job. You've got to help us. Please, kill them.
Jesus
Summary
Christ.
justice for the whole lot.
Immune to sarcasm. Amazing. Alright, I'll handle it, but I'll need a prisoner's biometric ID so I can disguise myself. That's interesting.
Their biometric ID? I could transmit it, but that'd be against Protocol H927G. If anyone found out, I'd get thrown into a cell right alongside
Just
these damn prisoners.
Do it.
I'm never supposed to violate protocol. Never.
Do it. Persuade? Yeah. Just name drop again. That always works.
All right. But if anyone gets on my case about this, I'm sending them straight to you. Got it? There. Data transmitted. Hope this disguise of yours works. Tartarus security out. Hang on. Is that another ship coming in? I think that's from the Groundbreaker. Cripes, did that Tennyson woman really send reinforcements? Between you and the Mardettes, we may be able to retake the docks. Good luck out there, Captain.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance?
Nothing else, thank you.
May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Yep, and the cake is a lie.
Take someone to watch your back, please.
Right, Nyoka, Ellie, let's go.
Please.
Nyoka might be a good choice for the heavy gun. Yeah, that was just, you know, the more poo-poos is probably better than hacking at this point.
The captain did right by us once.
What was that?
Now it's our turn. Forward for Groundbreaker.
Stay down, Bullhead. Stay down, Hullhead.
Groundbreaker doesn't need trust. Something. Take him down.
Good to see you.
Damn it. Hello, how do you do, fellow prisoner?
I never planned on seeing the inside of this place.
I've got to admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
It seems like a perfectly stable frame of mind to go go into this bit? What could possibly go wrong?
Whew. We have a lot of shooting to do, Captain.
Be-dum, bum, bum, be-dum. Pretty sure I've never done this with the disguise before either. Like I've snuck through here. That's what all that crap there is for, so I can dodge and weave through all the various train car things. I've never just waltzed through with a disguise. So that's fun. Oh. Refresh station. Go into the pit. Yeah, I remember this.
Glory take me. I thought the chasm outside Stellar Bay was deep. This?
Do we want to spend all of our picks on that? Let's find another route. Need those picks elsewhere. How do you do, fellow prisoner? Fellow prisoners.
Unexpected searching for unauthorized person. Caution worker. Breaking.
Whoa, hold on. Where'd you come from? You from
Your mother.
Solitary?
Right, lie for months. Feels good to be finally free. None of your damn business that I'm gonna talk about. Let's, yeah.
Whoa. What was it like out there?
It was actually peaceful, just cramped.
Ouch. I bet. Put a boot up some UDL asses for us. That'll get the kinks worked out fast.
You got it, fellow prisoner.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight
Interesting. Even though we're disguised as prisoners, MSI troopers don't seem to care too much about us if we're not shooting at them. Move, please.
right. Yes, it is.
Incoming! That's the last of them.
Had a disguise refresh because there's no one, there was no one left alive to question it. Can I really just walk through here without ever firing a shot? Yes, I can. It's amazing. I had no idea that was even an option. I mean, I could have talked my way around it, but sure. Not sure what went wrong there. This guy's run out. I should have been questioned. My guy's freaked out instead. So I had the wrong gun equipped, so I wasn't doing the damage I should have.
Looking sharp.
Now, I'm going to need you two to be a bit more chill. Defensive. Once told to attack a target, the companion continues to fight until aggressive. Passive only attacks targets companion has been exclusively told to. I think if I attack, they attack when they're in defensive, right? I don't think I have to specifically command them to. See if that helps. Alright, where do I need to be? Over there.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So,
whoa, hold on. Where'd you come from?
Firefight going on. You don't
Solitary?
want to handle that first?
Whoa. What was it like out there? Ouch. I bet. Put a boot up some UDL asses for us. That'll get the kinks worked out fast.
He's having a peaceful little conversation while he's getting shot at. It's fine. Everything's fine. Maybe that was it. Maybe because my disguise ran out as I was coming through the door, those guys were too slow, so they aggroed? Whatever the case. Quick save here this time. Yeah, I reckon as I came through this door and the disguise dropped, one of those guys must have still been in the corridor. Actually pulled aggro. It's all about camera stuff. Anything else? Crappy job with the green screen, jeez.
Waste of company ammo.
Sounds like they're at it again.
Bill, you're not shooting the chairman.
You gonna help your friends?
In his skull.
Returning to patrol mode.
Guess this is
close.
it, huh?
Take a breath now, folks. Once we're up there, I suspect we ain't gonna have time to stop shooting.
Save.
You know, I could have sworn I tested you for hearing loss. Because I did say skip the Hope to Terra 2. Terra 2.
I've had a lot of concussions, mate. Just...
We could have saved this colony, you know. That was always the plan. I revive you, you do as I say. I tell you to go there, get me this, shoot that, and you do as I say.
Why?
If you just listened to me, we could have rescued everyone
That
on the
gives
Hope.
you authority over
We could
me.
have been the saviors of Halcyon. But you didn't listen. No one in this damn colony ever listens.
Should have paid more. No one ever listens. Sorry, did you say something? I'm not your sidekick, Phineas. I never was. Yeah, that's what Cadfed's feeling right now.
Ha! No, of course not. You're the board's lackey now. And
Employee
isn't that just
for the
paying
moment,
dividends?
actually.
You're the deadliest shot this side of Halcyon, and you hired yourself out to the board, a gang of greedy pencil jockeys. What did they tempt you with, Power? Money? One of those fancy reclining chairs?
Both, actually. They didn't buy me off. I believe in the board's vision. No, hell no. Calm down, you're losing it. Settle. You're crazy. I wonder if we can gaslight him.
Calm down. I can't calm down. I won't calm down. Calm is the enemy of lucidity. Nothing clears the mind like sheer, gibbering desperation.
That's not how that works.
Operates. It's not enough that they should win. They must see me fail. Well, I haven't failed, do you hear me? I still have one last gambit. I've got Adjutant Akande here with me, and I'm going to put a bullet through her eye.
Right, I wonder what the chances are I can talk here, because I've talked her out of this opposite situation before, but yeah, this will be interesting. Yeah, it won't change anything by killing her. It's just about where I pretend I care. Yeah, it won't change anything.
No, it won't change anything. We're plunging headlong into oblivion now, you and I. Killing Akande won't save us, but it will feel incredibly good. If you insist on interfering, I will be forced to kill you, and I don't want that.
You can try. Yeah, let's see if we can talk.
I can't imagine we've got anything left to say.
Locked out of lie. We do have perception. You don't want to talk to me because you don't want me getting inside your head.
What are you, the board's new inquisitor? Yes, you have an unnerving talent for reading people. It's why I pulled you out of the Hope in the first place.
You wanted to save the Hope, save the colony. You can't accept that you failed. You're ashamed. You can barely stand looking me in the eye.
I can handle failure. Failure is part and parcel to the scientific method. But to fail like this, to see a lifetime of work destroyed, the entire colony is just going to march quietly into stasis pods. No rioting, no fighting, no struggling at all. The board just wins, as it always does.
Yeah. I'm saving those. They're going to stay alive and in status rather than just starving to death slowly. So, lesser of two evils?
I can't believe you'd advocate such a monstrous idea. I can't believe everyone's just going to blithely go along with it. My life's work has been an exercise in futility. The only honorable way to end it is to go down fighting.
Honor, please. Ooh, we have Persuade 100 option. The honorable thing to do is surrender. Don't throw away your life. Intelligence is you have no one to blame but yourself. You squandered your genius. Nah, let's do Persuade.
Surrender? Oh, I've had a bounty on my head for years. What do you expect will happen if I surrender? Torture, execution. The board has already extracted the secret of reviving colonists from me. I'm no longer useful to them, so they'll make an example of me.
board has planned for you. We've got easy surrender. Doesn't have to end like this. The board might have some use for you. If you don't turn yourself into the board, I'll make you wish you had. He's going to react badly to this, but I kind of want to hear it.
You're trying to tempt me with your lies. It won't work. I'll never return to working for the board. Not if all the lives in Halcyon depended on it. Enough! I can't take any more of this. I know what you're trying to do, torturing me with your words, reminding me of all my failures.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I failed. There, I've said it. I'm a failure. I failed the colony. I failed myself. I failed you. Congratulations. You've broken me. Does that put a smile on your face, you monster?
A little bit. Right, we have boosted, persuaded, medical. Obviously in a lot of pain, let me help you, or it doesn't matter. I've got nothing else to say to one another. No, let's keep going.
The only thing I've ever wanted was your help. It's too late to help me now. The only thing left for you to do is forgive me.
Forgive you for what?
For involving you in my mad schemes. I never gave you a choice.
There
I
it is.
revived you and expected you to do my bidding.
There it is.
And I am sorry. I'm sorry for all that I've done, and for what I'm about to do.
Don't you dare.
There's no other way this could possibly end. You and I both know that. I'm sorry about all this. I'm sorry about everything. It's just, I just wish we could have... Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Dude. Didn't quite expect it to go that way. Which is probably why they did it that way. For shock value. Bloody hell. But that is the second time I have talked my way past the boss fight. The big robot down there. I have to admit, the first time I talked my way through this, it went a lot better. Like the adjutant, she just decided to rack off on her own. This is somewhat less satisfying.
Thank the law you're here. That madman was out of control. At least Wells did you the courtesy of saving you a bullet.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll have one of my soldiers toss his body out on the surface. And what about you? You aren't hurt,
Come on.
You're a model soldier and a credit to your profession. I appreciate everything you've done. You've put down the worst riot in our history, rid the colony of a dangerous madman, and saved my life. The board owes you a tremendous debt.
Yes, they do.
We don't have a moment to lose. We're gonna have to work together to save Halcyon, because the situation is far worse than you imagined.
You're a sociopath. Alright, what could possibly be worse than the colony collapsing?
What I'm about to tell you must never leave this room, under any circumstances. We've lost all contact with Earth. It's been 3 years since we've received a message. We've had no contact, no signals, nothing. Earth has gone dark. 2 years ago, the Earth Directorate's frigate disappeared en route to Earth. We don't know if they ever made it. We don't know if there's an Earth to go back to.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth was more than just some distant
Pragmatic plus 100.
Earth was our lifeline. And now, we've been cut loose.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
We must find a way to carry on by ourselves. For better or worse. Halcyon is the only home we have left. We're alone, Captain. That's all I know for certain. Whatever happens to this colony, we're going to have to deal with it on our own. Returning to Earth is not an option.
Well, let's get to work then.
Yes, we do have a long road ahead of us. But I have faith in you. The service you've done for this colony is nothing short of extraordinary.
That's one
You're
word
the
for it.
reason I'm still standing here today. The board will survive because of you. And as the board goes,
Hooray.
so goes Halcyon. It's time we carried out the program. I trust I can count on your support, Captain.
This guy's been mismanaged for too long. From now on, I'm running the show. Ooh, hello. Grab for power. Count on my support. I want to see the program run properly. The only thing I want to do is kick my heels up in Byzantium. Well, if it's going to be done, let me make sure you get it done properly.
I'm pleased to hear that. The program is too important to hand over to the board's bureaucrats. That's why I'd like you to take the helm.
She's offering me
I'll
leadership.
see to it that the Lifetime Employment Program operates under your supervision. We'll work together to save this
See
colony.
that coming.
We're on our own now.
Or
Earth isn't coming to save us.
possibly she wants
So we're
me
going to have
in
to
leadership,
save
so if things go
ourselves.
wrong, she has someone to blame except herself. Which is far more likely from what we know
The
about her.
OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The riots in Tartarus ended in a total victory for the board. Without any significant threats to challenge their power, the board asserted their control over the colony. The Lifetime Employment Program began immediately, and the people of Halcyon did exactly what they were expected to do. They obeyed. Sophia Akande converted the labyrinth from a prison to a processing center. She jettisoned the original colonists out of the Hope and transformed the ship into a massive storage facility. One by one, the workers of Halcyon surrendered themselves to the program. They arrived with their families and their friends, their colleagues and their neighbors, and then, one by one, they marched into their stasis chambers. As the workers of Halcyon slept in their hibernation chambers, their settlements became ghost towns, left behind by the board to be reclaimed by nature. Only Byzantium remained, a shining beacon of civilization in an otherwise abandoned colony. The people of Byzantium spent the rest of their days gorging themselves on their stockpile of resources. As for the workers of Halcyon, they never felt the effects of the collapse. They never felt anything at all. The board's focus on Byzantium closed the door on much of Sanjar's civil liberties movement. As the last few townships withered away, MSI had little room to grow. Ever the savvy businessman, however, Sanjar pivoted and established Stellar Bay as the colony's supplier of luxury seafood. Catering to the elite, MSI was allowed to continue operations as a member of the Halcyon board, and became more successful than Sanjar could ever have dreamed.
But failing upwards.
Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. Over the years, the ruins of Edgewater caused irreversible environmental damage to the landscape of Emerald Vale, owing largely to the presence of toxic compounds in the town's building materials. As for Edgewater's former workers, their remains provided a source of nourishment for the region's fauna. leading to an explosion in the Sprat population. While the groundbreaker remained mechanically stable, the changing times forced Junlei Tennyson to make some difficult calls on behalf of her community. The work of maintaining independence was an uphill climb, and she found herself caving to bad faith compromises with the board.
Man.
Time will tell if the groundbreaker can endure. As smaller settlements were swallowed up and their workers drafted into the lifetime employment program, Byzantium continued to thrive. While its citizens lived in decadence and extravagance, a small cadre of scientists worked to solve the nutrition crisis that threatened Halcyon. No one else much noticed the townships that disappeared from the map, or the luxuries that slowly lost their luster year by year. Ellie savored her adventures on the Unreliable. Once they were done, she returned to life as usual, running missions of dubious legality, shunning respectable work, and living life to the fullest. She meant to reach out to her one-time captain, but she was always bad at keeping in touch. As the board reasserted control over Halcyon, Felix came to realize that his life as an upstart rebel had come to an end. The board's victory crushed any hope for a grand revolution across Halcyon. And so Felix, once again, found himself without a purpose in life. And so, disillusioned with his former boss and with nowhere left to go, Felix left his crew without saying goodbye. He was never heard from again. As a reward for his part in her courageous rescue, the adjutant invited the vicar known as Max to become one of the leaders of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. Max eventually rose to the top, becoming the presiding bishop of the OSI. He denounced his spiritual meanderings as a misguided attempt to come to terms with his long-dead parents. His only regret was that they had not lived long enough to see that he was right all along. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. As the board began to roll out their lifetime employment program, Parvati was plagued by dreams of freezing to death. She began taking increasingly longer shore leaves, and she eventually disappeared from the Unreliable entirely. The board never knew what became of her, and under the adjutant's orders, they never tried to find out. Parvati was afforded a measure of peace and left to her own devices. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets. Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify, for combat purposes, a sanitation and maintenance automechanical
Never
that
even
he
woke him
found
up.
in a state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrapyard. That unit remains broken down and forgotten in the Unreliable supply closet to this day.
Oh, Sam.
Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it.
Yeah, good for you, Clark.
Adjutant Sophia Akunde was instrumental in executing the lifetime employment program. While the rest of Byzantium celebrated, Sophia returned to work by partnering with you. The two of you worked hard to ensure the lifetime employment program ran smoothly. With Halcyon's workers suspended in a state of hibernation, starvation and chaos are problems of the past. The lifetime employment program succeeded in its goals, but that success came at a price. The Halcyon of today is nothing at all like the colony of yesteryear. Power remains concentrated in Byzantium, but all the colony's resources serve the lifestyle of the elite, thereby transforming Halcyon into one of the smallest and most exclusive colonies in the system. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? After the riots on Tartarus came to an end, you threw in your support with Sophia Akande. While Akande administered the board herself, you oversaw the lifetime employment program, stamping out corruption and negligence. Under your leadership, the program ran smoothly. Halcyon's workers were treated with a modicum of dignity. Your involvement kept the board honest and allowed the board scientists to work without the meddling of bureaucracy. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Well, not quite the best ending I've ever gotten for that game, but it's an ending. That was a lot of fun. Oh, got pretty dark there at the end there for a little bit. Bring on the sequel. Or possibly at least a release date for the sequel. And perhaps time enough to do one more playthrough. I don't know. Well, chat room's pretty quiet on that. Still a great. It is still a great game. Like even the dark endings are still pretty great. But thank you ever so much for your support and company today, guys, and throughout the weekend. Very, very much enjoyed that. And this thing just not trying to flood with random thoughts. Fair enough. Maybe the next playthrough can be on Spacer's Choice. Yeah. Still all the DLC I get to do, I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't know the DLC, but that's another option for a future playthrough. Yeah. Until we stream again next weekend. That's it. See you on the Discord, on the Blue Sky, on the YouTubes, or indeed on next weekend's stream. Peace out.